Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display, daydeal.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we are going to be checking out the Monaco book style leather case for the Motorola DROID Bionic. You are more than welcome to check this case out at its official website, located at www.monacocases.com. Now the reason why I was a little bit hesitant to recommend you guys check out that official website is because when you actually have the time to go visit it, it is one of the saddest websites you've probably seen in a very, very long time. Reasons being is because it's just an information page. It's literally just one page. I think it was updated back in 2006 or something like that. It doesn't even align properly with some modern browsers out there, and yeah, there you go. You're not going to get any information on that website. However, if you check on the bottom of the site, you'll notice another link that says wirelessground.com, so the plot thickens. So obviously, if you can put two and two together, that means that the official website is at wirelessground.com. That's really the distributor website, but I digress. And go ahead and go to that site, look for the Motorola DROID Bionic Monaco leather case, and that should pop up, and you'll go get the full details, etc., stuff like that. All right. Now, moving forward, this is a genuine leather case. This is not a fake leather case, okay? It's not synthetic leather, it's not pleather, it's not plastic made to look like leather. It is 100% cowhide leather. So that means that the moment you take it out of the packaging, it's going to start deteriorating right in your hands, all right? So I would highly recommend that you go to your local department store or maybe even shoe store, wherever that leather goods are sold, and look for a polish if you can, or some sort of leather-approved cleaning material, because you want to use it right away on this case, so that way you keep it clean, you keep it new as much as possible, because if you let this case slide, in other words you abuse it and you don't really do much to it or clean it or polish it in a month, it's going to get ruined very quickly. It's going to start wrinkling on you, it's going to start drying out, it's going to start cracking and tearing, which is one of the worst things to happen to it, and it actually is going to start failing on you, meaning that it won't even hold its structure anymore, because the leather has deteriorated so much then it just becomes like this big kind of like bent cardboard type of thing. In any case, if any of you owned leather before, you know exactly what I'm talking about, so just keep that in mind. That's the stuff that you have to deal with when you have a genuine leather case. Now, all of these book-style leather cases come with Monaco's signature universal belt clip, okay? Now, this belt clip's actually 2 years old, okay? It's actually from another Monaco case that we reviewed like a long, long time ago, all right? And that just goes to show you that these are universal. You can use them with any Monaco case because they still have the same design, and you want to save these, because if you happen to buy a new Monaco product in the future, you always want to have these as a backup, because you're probably going to lose this piece or damage this piece first, then you will this belt clip, because this belt clip is really meant to last the test of time. This not so much, so please hold on to this. It's more important than that, but if you can hold on to both, more power to you. Now moving on to the actual case itself, okay, very stylish. That's what leather cases are meant to do. As you can see right there, the nice little sheen off a genuine leather. And you can see the white stitching is very simplistic. It's not double stitched, just a single stitch design all around the edges. And it's also on the little strap that holds the case together as well. Moving on to the interior, it's not shiny polished leather, but that still is leather. This is rigid leather on the inside, and of course they did that to give the case some structural integrity. You can see right here that there are two pieces sewn together. If they didn't have this rigid inside, you would basically have this very floppy type of case moving around. You don't want that to happen. The outside is supposed to add cushion and, of course, an elegant look to it. The inside is supposed to give some structuralness. All right, this is a term that I kind of think off the top of my head. Now, there are two little credit card size sleeves right there, or slits, if you will, and they will only hold one card each. Okay, you can try to jam two if you want to, but I don't recommend it, because if you try to jam, like, let's say 2 credit cards in one sleeve, it will technically fit, but it's going to be very tight, and what you're going to end up doing is like ripping off the finish on the credit card numbers. If you kind of know what I'm talking about, you just don't want to do that, guys. Just use these for one card each, maybe a business card, your license, of course major credit card, etc., stuff like that. Whatever you can think of that you could fit in there, that's what those two slits are for. Now, not much to really talk about. The way that the book's leather case holds the phone is pretty simplistic. There are two restraints on the side, these little claws. These are actually rigid, they're not bendable in any way, and you actually slide the phone in from top to bottom, and then it rests on this little hook right here, and that's pretty much it. I do want to mention that this is a playthrough case, alright? So for whatever reason, once you put your Droid Bionic in here, there's no real reason to take it out unless you want to use a dock or cradle or something like that, because all of the phone's functions should be accessible. There's even an opening on the back for the camera. You can see for the speakers, etc., stuff like that. And the way that it's designed, everything else is exposed. You can still charge it while it's inside the case if you're using a cable. All right, so I just want to mention that it's fully functional inside the Monaco leather case. So let's go and put our dummy version of the Droid Bionic in right now. Okay. And that's how it's supposed to fit. And this is how it looks like once it's in there. Okay. I'm going to go and close that shut. Now that may look like a button clasp. Okay, I even still have the little guard over that. But that's not a button clasp. That's actually a magnetic clasp. The only reason why they have that little button looking like thing is just to make the magnet stick a little bit stronger without actually using a more powerful magnet. Because, you know, powerful magnets and phones do not get along. So I'm just going to go and screw on the little belt clip attachment on the back right here. This is the screw-on nub. That's why I call it. I don't know what the official name is. Some people call it a sprocket. Some people call it a protrusion. People even call it a plastic nipple. I think it sounds a little bit kinky, so I'm going to go ahead and use nub. I'm going to go and attach the belt clip like so. It locks into place. Just slide it in, and there you go. It's locked. You can go ahead and rotate it to a position that's comfortable for you. All right. You want to make sure you rotate it clockwise. I think I'm doing that right. There we go. So because if you rotate it counterclockwise, you might actually unscrew that piece by accident, so you don't want to do that. Okay. Now whenever you need to actually remove the belt clip, in other words actually take the phone out, just go and press on that little button right there. Press it down very firmly and then just go ahead and slide it right off. It's that easy. It's that simple to use, and I think that is it. So I'm not going to go over much with the protective value of this case because it really is a designer case, okay? If you happen to drop this case, you probably think it's going to be ruined, because the reason why people get leather cases is just to make it look good. I think if you drop this case, it's probably going to scratch up the leather pretty badly unless you have one of those special expensive repair kits, etc., stuff like that. Then well, there you go. But I do want to mention that if you do happen to drop your phone in it, it's going to be protected, all right? It's a full body case. As long as you have it closed, there's really no reason why the phone should be touching anything when you drop it, okay? If it lands on this side, it's going to fall on this big arm right there. If it lands on this side, once again, it's going to fall on that. And you'll notice that the entire phone is protected by a huge lip all along the side. So regardless of whatever it happens to fall, it's going to be protected by the case. But since this is a designer case, you don't want that to happen in the first place. But accidents do happen, and your phone is going to be okay even if your case is not. So I think I've talked long enough about this. Feel free to check it out once more at the official website, which is at monacocases.com. I do want you to visit that at least once, so that way you can kind of see what I'm talking about and have a good laugh. And you're more than welcome to check it out on our own website, which is at www.daydeal.com. We're always trying to get more stuff for your Droid Bionic, and we will be looking at other Monaco's cases for the Bionic in the future as well, so stay tuned for that. Keep following us on our YouTube channel, Day Deal on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Thanks as always for watching.